Hi Pisces, Sun, Moon, Ascendant, or Venus. This is Dane, and I am going to be doing your February 2021 money and career reading for you. Now, I ask if this reading resonates with you, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and also to subscribe to my channel. And if you would like to be notified whenever I upload new videos, and I upload all the time, just hit the bell notification button. And if you're interested in any of the cards that I'm using, they will be listed and linked in the description box below. Now, before we begin this reading and clear the energy space, once again, a reminder not to be fooled by anybody in the comment box below pretending to be me offering you a reading. I will not be soliciting you for anything, okay? This person is not me. Do not be scammed, okay? With that said, let us clear the energy space, raising our own energy vibration and releasing any negativity. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. Releasing all negativity from the body like storm clouds, letting yourself feel calm, centered, and at peace as you enter into this safe and loving space. Now let's let the bowl sing as we see what the tarot has to say. Pisces, February 2021, money and career. Oh, goodness. Pisces, February 2021, money and career. Pisces, February 2021, money and career. Pisces, February 2021, money and career. Pisces. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides. And I'm doing things just a bit different because it's fun to switch things up every now and then. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides. Angels and spirit guides. Fantastic. Now let's see, excuse me, what your chakra energy has to say. Pisces, February 2021, money and career. Pisces, February 2021, money and career. Pisces, February 2021, money and career. Pisces. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides. Angels and spirit guides. Ooh, fantastic. Okay. So we have here communication, the throat chakra. Determination, the solar plexus chakra. And finally, holistic health, the root chakra, which is one of my favorite cards. And let's see about the people, not the people, the energy that you need to be mindful of during this time, Pisces? What is the energy that Pisces needs to be mindful of? February 2021, money and career. What is the energy that Pisces needs to be mindful of? February 2021, money and career. What is the energy that Pisces needs to be mindful of? February 2021, money and career. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides. Ooh, okay. Fantastic. So we have here the Freyalt, which is the Temperance card. This is Sagittarius energy, November 22nd to December 21st. It's not necessarily saying that you have to be mindful only of Sagittariuses, though that could manifest that way within your life. But it's being mindful of the energy around being out of harmony. Okay. And then we have the Queen of Pentacles, Earth sign energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. And finally, you have the High Priest, which is Taurus energy. Time frame April 20th to May 20th. So let's see what the tarot has to say. We have the Empress and we have the Queen of Pentacles. I love that. Such a powerful combination. You have the Five of Emotions, the Five of Cups, and the Eight of Inspiration. So you're being told here to change your mind and change your life. And there's going to be this like shift in the way that you're moving forward. It brings you to the Three of Inspiration, the Three of Wands, and the Two of Emotions, the Two of Cups at your root. So there's change coming in, most definitely. There's a new horizon, a new way forward, things kind of lighting themselves up in the way divinity has had planned. It doesn't mean that it's the way that you have planned. So do be mindful of that. You could be sitting there thinking, oh, but it's supposed to go this way. Like, what the heck's going on? Divinity has a bigger plan for you, and that's going to be really apparent during this time. There's a healing that's coming in that's washing away a lot of hurts, a lot of pains, a lot of disappointments. So let's start off by talking about your chakra cards, even though we've gotten into the tarot just a bit. So with communication, we have here the throat chakra. You might find it a bit hard during this time, Pisces, to communicate the way that you want to. There is a sense of so much that you want to say, so much that you're picking up on, so much that is coming at you, that it can feel almost like sensory overload. And you can feel as if you're not moving forward in the right way, or as if everything is like kind of stuck, like in your throat. And not to take you by eyes at all, but it can also feel like, you can get a little bit of a throat ache or something to that effect, where it just feels like you're swallowing your words, or you can find yourself clenching your jaw. So do be mindful of this during this time, because you're picking up on so much. You're not only picking up on what people are saying, you're picking up on their body language, on all their nonverbal cues. You're picking also up on the psychic energy that they're giving off, the energy within themselves, the aura that they're giving off. So do be mindful here about that, because communication can be your superpower, but because you're taking on so much, it can also be a bit overwhelming. Determination, man, your solar plexus chakra, if you've been having upset stomach, this is because you're going against the grain of things. You're so determined to move forward the way that you want to, that you're shaking everything up. So that is just something to be mindful of. Now, this is also a sense here of feeling as if you're swimming against the current, right? So like the salmon, you're swimming upstream, but you're swimming towards a goal, towards something that is astoundingly important and vital to you. During this time of determination, step back and look what it is that you truly want, because things are moving forward rather quickly and you're claiming a path that you hadn't claimed before. And I know this sounds odd for a money and career reading, but when Spirit and I start talking, it really does become always a very spiritual journey. So here, just know that so if you're moving forward in your career, or if you're looking at your career and thinking, how did I get here? You're like, how did this happen? Okay. There is something here that you're kind of chopping away at a lot of preconceived notions, a lot of barriers that you had put around yourself, or society had put around you, or had been spoken over you when you were little, a lot of negativities, doubts, fears, angers, disappointments. And you're going to find yourself moving forward in tenacity and determination. And there's a sense here of trusting the way divinity is leading you. All right. And it's going to be very much a gut feel for you during this time. And then there's holistic health. Now, holistic health with the root chakra is being your holistic self, most definitely. Really sitting there and looking at what is vitally important for you. It doesn't have to be vitally important to anybody else. But as you look at what's vitally important to you, you open up your world of understanding. This is also saying to kind of get back to a more natural way of eating, of being, of existing within your body. We have come so far in so much, and yet we have gotten completely off track when it comes to listening to ourselves spiritually, when it comes to, feeding our bodies properly and not having, everything hidden with sugar and badness. And I'm not saying upturn your diet or anything like that. Do what is right for you. But the holistic self is getting back to the natural things, getting back to feeling good. And so often in our world, we don't feel good. We just don't feel good. Things ache. There's chronic pain. There's constant headaches. There's, constant upset stomachs. And there's nothing. It's just like, oh, that's what you're going to have to live with forever. If you start embracing a gentler way forward, a kinder way forward for your body, you might start to see things change. Now, it will take time, most definitely. But here for money and career, it's kind of like if you have you operating at the best possible level, wouldn't that make you more successful financially? Wouldn't that make you better at your job? Wouldn't that give you more energy? Wouldn't that open up your life? So I'm going to link in the description box below a fascinating conversation on vitamin D, gut health, sleep, all these things. And I found it just absolutely mind-blowing. So I hope you guys like it. Excuse me. Now, the energy that you have to be mindful of is here, we're starting off with temperance. Temperance is all about balance. So this is all about a person who is out of balance, a person who isn't seeing their blessings, a person who demands and is angry and is frustrating and is overwhelmed. So just be very mindful of this. A person who isn't in balance with their lives, with themselves. And then you have the Queen of Pentacles. This is a person whose energy vibration it doesn't jive with yours. There's the beating of the drum, there's the beating of their drum, their truth, their song that they're living by. It doesn't mesh with yours. Does it mean that it's wrong? Absolutely not. Does it mean that you're wrong? Absolutely not. It means that you have a different path. Don't let somebody else define your path for you just because they're being a bit of a bully, which is what earth sign energies can be when they think that they know best, and if you just do what they say, everything will be better. Not true. Not true at all. Embrace your prosperity. Embrace what it is that you desire. Yes, team player, working well with others, getting things done on time. That's all important. But this is a person where you're going to try. You really are. And it just doesn't work. Don't take it personally. Don't sit there and get angry at yourself. Look at things, say, okay, lesson learned. I'm moving forward. It brings you then to the High Priest, which is the Hierophant. And the Hierophant is in medieval times. Okay, so the Hierophant in the Rider-Waite-Smith deck is depicted by the Pope. Now here with the High Priest was the religious order, right? These are Celtic cards, so of the Celtic world. What they said went. They could challenge kings. The Pope could challenge kings, emperors, everything. So this is a force that is used to being listened to. This is a force that even if they're not high up there, within ranking, they act like they are just so stinking spectacular. They might not know your world, though. And they don't know your world. They don't know where you're coming from. And you, quite frankly, won't really be able to understand where they're coming from. Be very mindful of somebody kind of bullying in and sitting there and saying, this is what's right, this is what you should do, this is how you should move forward. If you don't do it, you're absolutely wrong. People are going to try and hit you off your path. Why? Pisces, you're a naturally kind person. People usually see kindness as weakness because they have low energy vibrations. They're base people, and they're just being fools. So here, as you're opening up to your world, you're going to find that you're claiming a space that you didn't think belonged to you anymore, or you didn't think you would ever find. There's a way that things are opening. There's a way that you are opening. There's a understanding that you are coming to. And it's giving you new insights. It's giving you new ideas and new ideals. And it's having you move forward in a way that really is quite different. With the Empress, you're going to find yourself finding your voice. You're going to find yourself seeing things more clearly. You're going to find yourself having greater creative energy come forward within you. At this time when the greater creative energy comes forward, swimming upstream, you might have to stop it a bit. You might have to sit in your space and kind of, okay, so what I love doing is just put your hands palm down on the table and just breathe through your nose, letting your whole face relax, and just don't open your mouth. Just keep breathing through your nose. And fall into a rhythm of breath. And as you fall into a rhythm of breath, okay, as you connect with your inner self, as you are completely present, you will start to have your creativity speaking to you. You will start to have your passion speaking to you. You will start to see things more openly, more honestly, more powerfully for you. It brings you to a place where the Queen of Pentacles comes in. It brings you to a place of wealth, prosperity, bounty. And I know you have a positive Queen of Pentacles and you have a negative Queen of Pentacles. This is kind of why you want to get on with them. You're like, oh my gosh, they know. They have the answers. They don't have your answers. The world is so much more complex, multi-layered, different than we could possibly imagine. So here, with the Queen of Pentacles coming in, there's a sense of you claiming your throne very much in a sacred feminine way. So when Spirit says in a sacred feminine way, we tend to value the sacred masculine. We do. We tend to value, go after something, fight, win, achieve, get a medal, have people praise you. That's awesome. The sacred feminine way is a lot more gentle, okay? The sacred feminine way is sitting there and saying, you might not be judged by your success the same way that the sacred masculine isn't, go out there, do it, get it done, and bring home something to show for it. Like, bring home the kill. It's going to be, is there harmony here? Is everything working well? Are we moving forward correctly? Am I listening? Am I connecting? Do I see everything that needs to be? So what Spirit is showing me is like the hunter-gatherer time, right? A lot of times, and from what I understand, is the men would go out and hunt and the women would gather, all right? And women could hunt too, of course, and everything like this, but they were usually broken up into these groups. So if you gathered berries that looked like blueberries, and I used to call these ink berries when I was little because I used to stain like old shirts with them and everything like that and think I was making beautiful art. But if you gathered poison berries instead of edible berries, you could kill everybody. So just because it's a different way of doing things does not mean it's not valuable. So here, you're going to have a much calmer, kind of intense, gathering the proper berries approach than the fierce running after the animal, stalking it, tracking it down, everything like that approach, which can be more exhilarating. This is going to be more meditative. Okay, so that's the energy that's around you that's bringing forward success. It's a sense of falling into a rhythm, falling into an understanding, falling into a power of you. Now, with the Five of Emotions, there is a sense that as you, I never noticed that in her dress, there's a boat sailing off in the moon over her heart. So with the Five of Emotions, there's this sense of looking at disappointments, doubts, fears, chaos, everything that you haven't achieved. What Divinity is saying is stop. Look at the Two of Cups that stands. Look at the healing, beautiful love that is before you. Look at the ways that you can move forward. Look at the power that you can have. Look at things in accordance to your success, not in accordance to your failure. And yet, we are always trained to look at things as failures, as doubts, as fears, as, in that sort of way, because it's supposed to better us. But sometimes it buries us. So here, just be very mindful of that as you're changing the way you perceive things, and it changes your whole entire life. The Eight of Inspiration, the Eight of Wands, is things are changing fast. It's like ready or not, here it comes. And at times you're not going to know if you're ready or not. It's changes coming at you. You're seeing things quite differently. You're opening up to new experiences, to new ideas. Divinity is saying, hurry up. And you might be like, why? What am I hurrying up for? But there is going to be this sense within work or within something that you're doing on the side that you value as much as work, where it's like, hurry up. There needs to be a way forward. There needs to be an evolution here. There needs to be a change here. And so here it's like connect, 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 connect. And you're going to be surprised at the way power leads you forward, at the way things start to kind of move and change and become. And it leads you to the Three of Inspiration. It leads you to things lining up and to seeing a greater understanding of things. Now, it's not going to be in your time, but in divine time. And that I always find so frustrating because I'm like, I just need it now. And usually in the times where I'm the most impatient, the most angry, the most like, oh my gosh, I need this change right now, are the times where divinity makes me wait the longest, which I find completely annoying and unjust, but divinity does not care. Here, there is a sense of power coming forward. There is a sense of plans coming into alignment. There is a sense of the pain making sense, the hurt making sense, the times, the effort, the energy, the failures, they're making sense. Because here's the deal. We all love those stories of people who are successes right off the bat. And that's what everybody wants to be. Everybody wants to be a savant. Everybody wants to have this amazing skill. And the whole world just draw on the floor for it, right? Just absolutely in awe of us. That's not how it works. We fall and we fail. We lose, we win, we find out where we don't like to be. I personally believe that we find out what we don't like, what we don't want to be, so much easier than we find out what we want to be. Because what we want to be, who it is that we innately are, we laugh at. We absolutely laugh at it. If it's not something that you could sit there and say, oh, I'm going to be an engineer, or oh, I'm going to, be a singer and then have this amazing singing voice from like the age of 5. People laugh. People sit there and say, oh, what a dreamer. Oh, what a dreamer. Oh, what a schemer. You can absolutely achieve it. But if they don't understand it, then it becomes harder. So with being the engineer, that they'll understand. With being the singer, if they can't see it right away, then they don't understand it. So here, it's knowing that every failure, every doubt, every disappointment, every way that you thought your life should go, and the door shut in your face, there was a reason for it. And I know it's not what we want to hear at all. It is annoying, it is aggravating, it is frustrating beyond belief. But it is also a powerful truth within us that we move forward to where divinity wants us to be, if only we listen. And that's what you're doing here. The fight is intense. The connection, though, is brilliant. And as things start to fall into alignment, as you start to see the whys, it leads you to the Two of Cups. It leads you to a healing, beautiful love. It leads you to a sense of harmony, a sense of, I can do this. I can move forward this way. I can be this person. Instead of, oh no, I just can't. Oh no, it's too overwhelming. It leads you to a release that brings forward power and beauty and brilliance. And that's what's happening during this time. You're breaking forward. You're moving forward in a powerful, profound way. You're connecting with something that's more important to you than you ever thought it was. And you're going to see yourself moving forward in your career, but it's going to be in a way that you hadn't anticipated, you hadn't thought. And you might be coming up to barriers, okay, Pisces? Know that those barriers aren't there to hurt you. They're there to help heal you. They're there to move you forward in a way that you hadn't expected. And in the time, it could feel like you're walking through hell. But when you look back, it's like you'll sit there and be like, I learned so much. Or I'm never doing that again. I never would wish that on my worst enemy. But it changed the way I see the whole entire world. And you communicate that with divinity, with your angels, with your spirit guides. If you have that open conversation, that back and that forth, it becomes brilliant. You become a powerhouse. So the communication, that's what Spirit is saying, the communication with others, all right, can be intense, right? It can be jumbled. You can be sitting there and questioning and doubting. But the communication with yourself, if you turn inwards and if you listen to what the voice inside of you is saying, your angels, your spirit guides, what they're saying, things start to make sense. Things start to open up. You start to be empowered. Now, your subconscious chakra message is nurturing. Nurturing the power within you, nurturing the blessings forward, nurturing your inner self, nurturing what it is that you want from life. It's nurturing you. The Earth Star Chakra is located 6 inches below your feet. It is from the earth. What is nurturing you? What is healing you and helping you grow? Connecting you holistically to your power, to your truth, to your rooted abundance. It leads you to your subconscious person message, which is the Lord. So subconsciously, okay, Pisces, the Lord, now if you're born on the cusp with Aries, it comes through very strongly. Watch your temper if you are, because you can have that bit of a war between the Pisces side of you, the calm, cool, collected side, and the Aries side, the fiery, intense, conqueror side. So that could need to be smoothed out a little bit. Here, with Aries coming forward, with the Emperor coming forward, you know what you want. You might just not know how to get there. And that's why you need to have that connection with your inner self, your inner soul, your inner desires, what it is that you greatly want and what it is that you are fighting for. Your determination is there. Your dedication is there. Bring it forward. And you have the Emperor and the Empress coming together. So there's this beautiful pairing of masculine and feminine energy. There's this beautiful pairing of, kind of tag teaming to absolutely win it and succeed. And it leads you to your subconscious tarot message, which is the Lovers. The Lovers is the ability to fall in love with life again. The Lovers is the duality in all circumstances. It is the power that moves you forward. It is the questions that come out of seeking. Now, this is also Gemini energy, May 21st to June 20th. There is a sense here of embracing the sacred balance within you, embracing the love that guides you, that leads you, that has you looking at things so differently. And as you do so, you're going to see yourself kind of opening to new truths, opening to new understandings. There isn't just going to be one road. In Taoism, they say this and that is true, because there is always multiple ways to look at something, and people will come to multiple conclusions. Follow your path, embrace your peace, look at your truth, and walk that road, because it for you is the road of love, and nobody else has to understand it. And that love will bring forward prosperity, bounty, and abundance. And that love will bring it forward in a way that just makes life worth living. So we always look at the fancy house. We always look at the fancy car. We always, bigger is better, right? More, the better. But that's not true. What if we step back? And what if we say it's the quality of my existence, not the quantity of my existence that matters? Not what I can collect, but what I can enjoy, and the beauty that leads me forward, and the power that embraces me. That's what you're doing here for money and career. So instead of, there's an old Nordic saying, which is one of my favorites. It is better to be a king of a cottage than servant in a castle. And that's what you're going to be seeing during this time. All right, Pisces. I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May harmony always be with you. I am sending loving, healing energy to each and every one of you. I love you all, and stay safe. Let's end this reading with a meditation. a clearing away of negative energy, a raising of our positive energy as we heal towards success, as we embrace our truth, sit on our throne of prosperity and bounty and being, and as wealth comes to us. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. May you move forward in peace and in harmony, Pisces.